Hello everyone, this is Sleepy coming at you with some more Dota Summit action. We have Game 2 of the best of 3 between Complexity Gaming and DC. Complexity Gaming taking the first game quite convincingly. They had a lot of push. They definitely used and abused Nature's Prophet and the Drow Ranger to a huge degree that game. DC didn't really look top form, but some standouts were definitely the Clockwork of Bulba, one of his favorite heroes, used that very well. Demon too played a great game that game as well, but it seemed really as though, regardless of what DC did, they never took an engagement that was favorable. They never were really able to make it their game. On the other hand, though, Complexity Gaming, they had an absolutely phenomenal game. It really well played by every single one of them. I don't think any of them had a bad game. Now we do have Limp playing this Phantom Lancer. I haven't seen this hero a whole lot. Not a very easy way to deal with it. DC, they have the Rizrak, of course, to deal with the AoE, get rid of some of those illusions, but other than that, there isn't a lot of AoE here. Looks like we have Timbersaw is going to be mid with MSS, or at least getting that good block off. On the other side, we do have Phantom Lancer mid. Or perhaps not. Now Sand King will be jumping in. Moo playing Core SK. Very interesting here. Down bottom we have a nice cog block, but the block coming out from Kyle and Chessie is real. It does look like Mason will be getting a very favorable place where these creeps will meet, although it isn't too different from the normal creep meeting area. Very well done by Complexity with that block.
Denied.
Middle Sand King. You don't see it very often, but I think if there is a player who could make it work, it is Moo. He does love to play these heroes that are they're not like traditional carries in the normal sense, but they do get a lot of work done. Like Sand King, I've seen Moo play. Things like a Omni Knight. We do have a lane switch coming here. Mason is rotating middle. And MSS is going up top lane to contest this Phantom Lancer. It looks like they're just gonna concede the lane. Moo is just out of there. For the moment at least, they are not gonna let this Lifestealer freefarm. Bulba getting super low in the meantime. It's a very inefficient gank, it looks like. Was the case there. They are going to send Limp back middle lane to deal with, to contest this Lifestealer. Chessie is playing a Vengeful Spirit. We've seen lots of core Venge lately. I don't know exactly how great it really is. Z-Freak is scouting out this, that Mason's walking away. He is a Ricky though, so he'll be fine. GG Branch is dropped and eaten by Mason. Bulba, though, drawing first blood, taking out Kyle, bottom lane. Squab getting very low. In the meantime, though, business as usual. MSS comes mid a little bit to get some more CS. Moo does find him out, though. He doesn't have any points in reactive armor. Yes, he does. He has 2. He should be out fine unless there's another Spirit Lance available. There is not for another 2 seconds, but he might just get found right clicks. Indeed, he is. Lim takes him down. Salve popped by Moo. Tower shots no longer cancel it. Very well played for them. A big overextension. He really didn't expect the SK to come in and stun him up like that. We have a musical lanes coming here from DC. Right now there is no one mid, allowing Mu to take this lane uncontested. Already level 5 at 3.5 minutes. And we do have DC pressuring this safe lane a little bit, but it's not gonna bear any fruit really. Two supports here from DC, Bulba and Demon, pulling the wave a little bit it seems, not doing a lot. Looks like we might have another rotation here with Mu. Looks like he's going top to try and pressure MSS. Meantime, it looks like Z-Freak will come to contest this middle lane. But now here, yeah, Limp comes in. He has a clarity. MSS coming back middle to deal with this Phantom Lancer. This is very interesting. All of these rotations are being... It's a game of back and forth, it seems. MSS follows Limp wherever he goes. Limp wants to go lane against Mason, the Lifestealer. Mu is back here against MSS. Oh my god, Chessie just gets found out and destroyed by Bulba. Very well played. Z-Freak too, dropping low, but not as low as it would like. And again, we have another lane switch. Mason went from top once he saw that Limp went there, and Limp went top once he noticed that Mason went top again. So now we do have, once again, the MSS versus Limp, but the whole Epicenter was committed by MSS. He will walk away, gets ticked down a little bit, but he'll be fine. Reactive armor definitely coming in his favor there. Mason has picked up his phase boots. Pretty great power spike for a Lifestealer now. If he gets on top of you, open wounds, hits you a few times, uses phase boots to keep up. Very big. But in the meantime, MSS gets found, but Mu is ready. Mu burrow strikes in, takes the bounty rune. Demon is still chasing him. Wonder what for. There's absolutely no way that he can contest that. A bottle being used. Demon just has to TP out. Don't know what he was chasing for. Mason and Limp again in this center lane. Trying a little bit of hits. And then up top we have Mu versus MSS. This is not exactly the lane they wanted. They want to keep this Timbersaw up against the Phantom Lancer. But at this point, with so many lane switches coming out, it just makes sense to take what you get. Stop rotating. At some point, it becomes just too negative that you rotate so many times, and then you know, don't get the experience or the CS you need. Mason and Limp trading a few right clicks here. Down bottom we have business as usual. Chessie playing the Corvenge. I talked about this for a second, but we've seen Corvenge a lot, and it doesn't really pay off in the dividends that it could. You know, she offers a lot of extra damage to your team in fights, but other than that, it seems like she falls off very hard. 6 picked up by Limp, immediately uses Spirit Lance, but Chessie takes down Bulba down bottom lane, finally striking back. 1-1 for him. Power Tread's picked up, and the healing word or Shadow Word will heal him back up to full, or at least near there. Shrine being popped by Demon, and this Queen of Pain. Regen up to sustain in the lane, and a Shrine popped for the Radiant as well. Limp is doing a lot of pressure. Infest and Bomb gets thrown out. Limp will be fine though. Top, we do have Bulba hunting down Kyle. A hotkey issue. And so far, I feel like DC have been playing very reactive to Complexity Gaming. Demon's in a very bad spot here. Does have Arctic Burn available, but he's just going to get chain stunned up here and, yeah, taken out immediately. Z-Freak does get the kill. Like I was saying, I feel like DC is playing very reactive to everything that Complexity is throwing at them. It doesn't feel like they're the ones that are on the offense so much as reacting and sometimes making the best out of it and sometimes coming up a little bit short. Power Tread's picked up by Quab in the bottom lane. Only just now hitting level 6, a little bit behind in levels to Chessie, but only barely. Middle lane though, Limp and Z-Freak are moving on to Mason. Does Pop is enraged, but he's gonna be silenced up. He's gonna go down here unless he's very careful. No, the illusions follow him up. He's still walking away though, tries to walk it off. No infest available. Limp will go down to the Phantom Lancer. Though Quap pressuring Chessie a little bit. Should be fine though. Still has 4 tangos. Now Limp is going to start pressuring this tier 1 mid. Illusions don't last quite as long as you'd want them to. MSS will come in here, try to zone Limp away, and will succeed in doing that. Already has his arcane boots, working on a soul ring next. He's quite close to that. Got 10 gold away. Meantime, we do have an Infest Bomb coming out. Infest right out of there. Enrage. Z-Freak will be swapped in. Scream of Pain comes out though, and Mason should be able to gets the stun off, and Demon will finish it off. Moo jumps in. Begins to spool up the epicenter. Will walk Mason and Demon out of there. Quamp will jump away too. Very good engagement from them. Connecting just the way they want to. They are able to take out Chessie, which is their intended target. Will find a haste round. In the meantime, MSS getting chased down by some illusions. He's just going to walk it off, though. Does pick up his soul ring after some interesting courier micro. Still no tier 1's taken at 10 minutes yet, but MSS gets brought down low, silenced up. Reactive armor should heal him up quite quick though. And he's just going to wait in the creep wave to get some more stacks up so he gets that HP regen right now sitting at plus 44 per second. Huge. Very, very easy for this Timbersaw to get back up to full extraordinarily quickly. In the meantime, though, we have a lot of pressure coming onto this tier 1 top.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
No mask for Chessie yet. It's taking what he could be building, if not that. Lots of support coming in. DC want to take this fight. We do have Quap infested. Meantime, though, Kyle and Chessie are going to have to walk out of there. Good thing they do. Z-Freak runs into Demon. Does he try and get a few right clicks in? He's following him. Decides to opt out of that. Chessie, though, is still hanging around. This ward has gotten vision of him. Potentially trying to bait something out, but there isn't a lot of support. Does jump in, and Infest Bomb hits. Chessie will go down almost certainly here. Demon does get the last hit again. Here we do have Mason playing around, MSS playing around with Kyle. Moo, however, is there. MSS knows that he can't really take those two on, especially now that Chaotic Offering is available. Much better showing from DC thus far than their last game. I wonder, MSS might have seen that ward. In fact, I'm almost certain he did. Should see it get picked out soon enough. Mason just almost has his armlet finish. He's about 100 gold away. Every time though, Moo jumps and whoa, does not finish channeling Epicenter. Quab should get away from this. Scream of Pain is out onto Moo. cannot finish Quap. MSS comes in and takes him out. Ricky, however, is in Invis and will get away. Only losing one in that trade. One for nothing. And Moo going down is a very, very big kill for them. He's the second in net worth right now. We do have MSS. We'll be getting his hood, it looks like. Let's see. Show and shop. Yeah, he will be picking up his hood as his next item. Should be pretty good passive magic resistance to this Venge, PL, and Warlock. Almost has the diffusal queued up, Limp does. Still quite a ways away, but does finally figure out his first Blade of Alacrity. Starts to see some large damage coming out from him. Mason has to run away as a 4-man rotation. Almost catches him up top. Demon finds this. He's going to leave it for his Bull, but it seems no one nearby in order to take advantage of that who they'd like. Quap, though, is getting gone upon here in middle. Does not have Blink available for another 10 seconds, so he'll just have to run away. I think that could have been a kill if Limp were so inclined to run after. TP support coming in here from Moo against MSS and Mason. I don't know that they know that he's there. Epicenter is almost off cooldown. Kyle just gets found by Mason and Bulba. Gets destroyed. Chessie comes in here too. Here's Limp. They find him. Unable to connect onto him. Mason and Bulba chasing down Chessie, but Moo gets missed with the Epicenter. Doesn't do a thing. Moo just pops Demon. Z-Freak is super low. Will get brought down by the Scream of Pain from the Quap. Although Chessie falls to Bull, but in the meantime, Quap falls to Limp. It's a 4 for 1. Make that a 5 for 1 as Quap destroys Moo. Extraordinary team fight for DC. This is exactly what they wanted. It actually turned out being a 5 for 2, but in the end they lost their position 5 and their position 4. And it's an extraordinary trade for them. Huge net worth swing. We look at the cold graph, yeah. Up until about a few seconds ago, it was decidedly in the favor of Complexity Gaming. Now over 1K lead for DC. Very well done. And Bulba jumps in here onto Z-Freak. Z-Freak will be able to Blink Strike away. Is dusted up, but I don't think they're going to be able to connect with him by the time until it expires. Although, yeah, jumps into the ults. Dust will wear off, taking down a little bit to earn, but he'll be fine. Meantime, 2 heroes mid here, Chessie and Kyle. Minus armor plus fatal bonds does a pretty penny of damage. Looks like DC are not quite ready to give this up. There is no the Winter's Curse onto Chessie. Moo does take it. Mason jumps in rage onto Chessie. The rock is dropped though. It catches out too. That won't even matter. Chessie is dead for sure. Demon falls to Limp on the back line as Limp will be able to doppelganger away. Meantime though, MSS, he wants Kyle. He is going to find him, it seems. Throws out the Chakram. There we go. One more Whirling Blades will do it. Yeah, doesn't even commit that. Just hits him once. Down he goes. I wonder if we'll look towards Akaya for him. No, just queues up the Bloodstone right away. Mason does take a tower, and it is 2 for 2 towers, it seems. Both of the safe lane towers going down, and the mid towers. Quap is infested. Queues up the Orchid, is quite close to that. Maybe another 1,000 gold away. Oh, and Fist Bomb whiffs onto no one. Limp just TP'd away, it looks like. He's only 300 gold away from his Diffusal Blade. They're pinging out MSS up top. If they could take him out, that would be a huge kill for them. He is second in net worth. That would be a great game-changing kill for them. Moo will find him out. Is able to Timber Chain away, though. Jessie does have his Morbid Mask picked up. Next item for Moo is going to be a Force Staff. They're just going to back away from this engagement. Let some illusions try and push out some waves, see if they can't get a lucky juxtapose. Doesn't look like it. In the meantime, though, Complexity is going into Roche. This Roche will fall very, very fast with minus armor supplied by Jessie. And DC, again, same story as last game. They knew Roche was happening, but there wasn't anything they could really do about it, especially with how fast it falls. Bulba jumps in, Timber Chain. Limp still gets the Aegis. Bulba's just trapped by his own chains, but Winter's Curse is huge onto Limp. It looks like it will pop the Aegis. Very well played by Demon. Arctic Burn is used. Moo falls in the background. Kyle destroys Demon, though. MSS is getting brought very low. Timber Chain's away. Not as many charges as he'd like. MSS takes down Chessie, though. Limp will fall too. There he goes. They're looking towards Kyle and Z-Freak. Z-Freak will get away, but it's 3 heroes onto Kyle. Bulba gets popped in the background by the Fatal Bonds. Mason will be the one that does take Kyle out. Z-Freak under the cover of invisibility around it all. Will he get the... Oh, one more hit was all it would have taken to take Quap out of the game. Very, very good engagement. A 4 for 1. Or excuse me, a 4 for 2 for DC. Phenomenal. Absolutely what this team needed. Z-Freak barely getting away with his life here. Chessie was the Mask of Madness reveal. Would always like to get a solo kill or something like that with that sort of reveal, but you know, doing his best to crawl back. He is very low on net worth. In fact, the highest player is now, of course, is Phantom Lancer, but Moo is even higher than Chessie. I think that you'd rather have your Sand King be a little bit lower, maybe. Close to his Force Staff. And does have a Veil. Interesting that he didn't go for a Blink Dagger first item. I guess he really just wants the escape potential. Meantime, though, Chessie. Oh, Chessie, Bulba, all it takes is a battery assault. And nothing else sometimes, it seems. 5-man rotation mid. They are not going to pressure this tower just yet, it seems. Or maybe they will with Mason and Demon. I don't think that's enough to really be serious about pressuring this tower. MSS almost has his Bloodstone about 500 gold away. Z-Freak is spotted out though. There is no dust. He is silenced up. No, neither of these heroes do have dust. They're just gonna let him walk away. Silence was almost enough to take care of it, but wasn't in the end. Mason does get pinged out there. A full arm like Kyle falls to Bulba for here. Meantime, though, Z-Freak is found out. Will commit the ult. MSS just waits for him to respawn. Quap does hit him. He brings him down so low, down to 80 HP. Moo, though, will force away. Limp now finds MSS with the Diffusal Blade committed. His mana goes so fast. This is a level 2? No, it's just a level 1 so far. MSS has no mana to Timber Chain away with. It doesn't matter how many reactive armor strikes you get as long as they keep right-clicking you. He does fall. Phenomenal play by this Phantom Lancer.
I'll take your tribute.
Worthy tribute.
Good strike back for Complexity Gaming. That did swing the net worth in their, well, not the net worth in their favor, but it did allow Lim to climb the ladder of net worth a little bit. Top tower looks like it will go down. Not really any response here from DC. Demon is sitting back there, but he knows there's nothing he can do. A million pings being sent out. He will finally jump in. Bulba has... Oh, the hookshot is off. Bulba does have, there we go, there's the Infest Bomb, comes out, Mason, Chessie will get brought low, and in fact does pop to Mason and MSS. MSS is silenced though, will Timber Chain in and attack Moo, who is getting brought very low, down to half HP. Looks like he might be able to TP away though. In the meantime, Quap gets a double kill onto Kyle and Limp. MSS Moo is running away as fast as his little Sand King legs can carry him. He will be brought down right here. There he goes. A 5-for-1 for DC. Winter Wyvern Demon is hiding up in this corner as best as he can. Z-Freak is hunting, and looks like they will take down this tower. MSS is more than tanky enough to survive this. Yeah, he doesn't take any damage really from these tower shots. They will fortify, but there's nothing to do. Chessie will TP in. It's with the backup from Z-Freak. Quap will just blink away though. The swap not doing everything that they hoped it would. They do get the tower deny though, so there is something to be said for that. MSS has his full bloodstone completed, 17 charges in there. Is gonna get his BOTs next. Looks like he may have had an inkling that Z-Freak was around, but perhaps not. Looks like yeah, he will. No, what is he working towards? Oh, he's working towards his 4-staff. Bulba is nearly has it. Z-Freak has got eyes on MSS. It's going to leech a little bit of experience here. Has a defusal queued up next as well. Get that bonus backstab damage. MSS is just farming up the jungle, waiting to get his BOTs. Once he does, he can really force out lanes a lot easier. Over here does not have eyes onto Limp. Now he does. He will blink away from these illusions. They just drain mana like that. It's ridiculous. Bulba is smoked up with a lifestealer inside of him. Hookshot is on to Chessie. Chessie just gets destroyed instantly by this combo. 15 armor, but only 1400 HP. Incredibly squishy, and only level 13 to boot. With Mason, this Armlet Echo Saber Desolator on a Lifestealer, anything is liable to die to that rotation +1. For a level 20 talent, I think Moo finds Demon. Not very surprising out on the map. But anyways, as I was saying, any rotation, I think he does pick up the Limp just destroys the Quap here. Mason looks like he could be in some serious trouble too. He's not super mana dependent, but does not matter when you have a million illusions chasing you. He will go down here. Does finally fall, and now it looks like they could turn. Bulba is going to get popped as well. MSS has to Timber Chain out of there. He may still be brought down if no Limp does not decide to chase, but very, very scary engagement for them. Finally has BOTs complete. Great engagement for Complexity Gaming. Lots of very much needed gold coming their way.
Bounty.
Z-Freak is able to pick up the Double Blade of Alacrity. The Diffusal's only about 600 away for him. Chessie almost has his 4-staff complete. Very, very poor. This is a very, very poor Venge. Meantime, though, Demon has finally got his Arcane Boots picked up. And the Quap is working on her BKB next.
Worthy tribute.
MSS next item for him is a Shiva's Guard. Pretty good. There are lots of it would be a great way to deal with the illusions from Limp. You know, a few chakrams out plus a Shiva's is definitely a great way to pop most of anything. Next item for Mason is Mjolnir. He does have that queued up. Really, that's another great way to deal with all the illusions that are going to be thrown out here by Limp. I think for his for his level 20 talent. He does go plus 50% lifesteal. That's a pretty good. That's 100% lifesteal. It's very hard to turn that down. Although there's so much physical damage coming out from these heroes that it might be worth the evasion.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
Looks like Z-Freak does have his full blade of, diffusal picked up. Just gonna wait it out though.
Mere coin.
15 strength picked up on MSS here. That just makes a tanky hero even tankier. Really, that's all there is to say about that. Mason, Demon, Boba, and Quap are here. Looks like they do want to take this tier 1 top. MSS is zoning away. No, is getting attacked by Moo and Kyle. The Scream of the Wave of Terror is out, bringing down his armor. He needs to get out of here. Silenced up, can't Timber Chain away. Lots of reactive armor stacks going though. He will have support brought in the form of Demon. MSS is super low. Dodges the rock. Limp pops Bulba though. He might just have to deny himself here. Oh my gosh, the Winter's Curse is huge onto Limp getting destroyed by his own illusions. Demon will fall though to the illusions of Limp. Even when he's gone, he still makes a difference. Mason being brought down super low. He's running away. There is no infest available. Does get brought down. A 5 for 2 in the favor of DC. And now they're just going to take down this tier 1 mid. Or tier 2 mid, excuse me. They could easily go on to Roach, but it looks like they're going to try and take a tier 3, possibly even a lane of Rax. Both Quamp and Mason do have buyback. They are probably going to be forced committed unless they want to lose this lane of Rax. Tower already goes down. Complexity, though, they can still keep hitting. A bunch of creeps here for Limp to hit, and his illusions are just going to start pressuring MSS. Oh my, man, it just falls so fast, MSS. Limp has his, the next item he's queuing up is an entire Scotty. And, oh my god, these Roche is just falling so fast. There's absolutely nothing that DC can do about this, especially not without, Quap and Mason. Yeah, the Aegis goes into the hands of Limp. Cheese will be picked up by Chessie. Yeah, here you go. Level 15 talent. They take the agility. Let's see. Yeah, Lifestealer Mason did decide to take the evasion talent at 20. Just a little bit too much physical damage coming out from this complexity team. Z-Freak's next item is the Skull Basher. No, he decides to go for, wait a second, you're a new item, aren't you? Yeah, he's going for the Nullifier. Let's see, what does the Nullifier do? While we do that, we aren't attacking this bottom tier 2. Dispels the target and mutes them for 5 whole seconds. MSS, wait, hold that thought, as MSS gets gone upon here by Limp. We'll throw out the Chakram. Infest Bomb is out onto Chessie though. Chessie gets 4 staffs away, pops the cheese. Quamp throws in the Scream of Pain. Bulba and Mason stuck up by the upheaval. Demon goes down to Z-Freak. In the meantime though, the epicenter comes in and Mason is getting brought down low. Moo will take down Bulba. Mason has to run out of there. Is going to get brought down here. Z-Freak will not even fall. Limp is doing so much work here. Already has his double ultimate orb picked up. Point booster just around the corner, about 300 gold away from that. A huge team fight for Complexity Gaming. Really showing their worth here. Limp is just playing out of his mind right now. Level 22. He already has plus 4 max juxtaposed illusions, bringing them up to 14.
Dire's middle barracks are under
What's
attack.
this? Minus 5 seconds doppelganger cooldown makes him even slipperier, but with how much he's been staying alive, I think the plus 30 crit strike is the right move for him. So much damage. The full Scotty is now complete, looking towards a butterfly.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
These towers just absolutely melt. MSS does not yet have his Shivas finished. He almost has enough, just needs a few more gold. We'll probably TP right home and complete it. Now it looks like he is going to pressure up this top lane. In the meantime, though, there are 5 heroes here from Complexity Gaming. They say you can have our tier 2 top. We're going to take another tier 3 and maybe a lane of Wrecked. But back he does come. MSS realizes that he cannot stay out like that. Pops the Shivas. Manta is available for Limp, but he does not want to use it just yet. Throws out a Chakram to bring these illusions down. That doesn't even kill the illusions. He has to use a Chakram, Whirling Death, and a Timber Chain to get rid of all of these illusions. Guap is walking away. Does have a DD. We'll start pressuring out some other lanes, but she is all by her own. We'll be fine though. It is a Guap. Very, very slippery hero. We do see a smoked up Complexity Gaming. They will find Mason. Even a barrier kill will rage TP. Is not available though. Will Infest try and run away. It's not going to work, I'm afraid. The rock does get dropped. Pierces magic immunity. Wow. That's a huge, huge opportunity for Complexity Gaming here, as they are going to, as they're going to take a whole lane of racks while Mason is down. Mason was their, frankly, he was their win condition. MSS, pretty good, but he has huge mana problems because of Limp. Although it looks like Limp is getting brought down pretty low. It has Aegis. Has not yet expired. It will not for a while still. Demon gets swapped out, immediately dies. Or the Winter's Curse is onto Kyle. He won't even die for this though. Limp still is hitting towers. Spirit Lance is onto MSS. All of MSS mana is totally gone. Doesn't matter how many Bloodstone charges you have. We'll pop our... no, it doesn't even have boots. Scream of Pain is out, but that's Quap's ult. Totally expelled. Does pop the BKB. Bulba's in the upheaval. Chessie is doing lots of work, hitting Bulba. Bulba will be brought down by Chessie. Limp is attacking MSS on the other side. Chessie joins in on this too. Clockwork buys back into the game, but it will not be enough, I don't think. MSS does get brought down. Buyback is available. Mason is finally back, starts hitting these illusions. It looks like Complexity Gaming will back off of this. Really respecting Mason's ability here to carry. Full Maelstrom picked up onto Quap. Is looking to, yeah, upgrade that into a Mjolnir. Same thing with Mason, but he's so far away from it.
I'll take your Dire's top shrine has fallen.
That cup runneth empty.
Look at Moo already has a. He did pick up his Blink Dagger, has a Shiva's and a gem too.
Is under attack.
Very ready.
Radiant are scanning for enemy.
Mason just
Top tower is about to take the plunge.
he's fallen off, it seems. Even the Quap and the Timbersaw ahead of him. BKB getting queued up now for MSS. Only 8 charges left on his Bloodstone. Not a very good place to be against this this Phantom Lancer. These 3 Agi cores. You might want to go for the Whirling Death, although it's so hard to turn down the plus 1400 Timber Chain. You can Timber Chain across the universe with that, frankly. Limp is getting quite close to his Butterfly, not quite there yet. Looks like he's going to need another 3,000, or about 2,000 gold before he is there. But not far away with this with the way he's been playing. Mason is still almost 3,000 gold away. Or not 3,000, so about 2,500 gold away from his Mjolnir. MSS is going to start pushing out waves. Super safe for him to do with this with his bots. He can just push out a wave, come back, defend his base. And you see here he comes. This ward did spot out this big movement by Complexity Gaming. Splinter Blast doesn't even take out the illusions. In fact, if he isn't careful, he might just get gone upon. And Mason is kind of all by himself here. Will not be punished for it though. In the meantime, oh no, what are you doing up here, Quap? No TP for another 5 seconds. Blinks away, should be fine. Still keeps pressuring out this wave, but Z-Freak is here with the silence. The backstab doing so much damage. Oh my word. Nullifier used as well. Dispels the targets and mutes them for 5 seconds. Slowed by 100% for 0.4 seconds with every single attack. Huge. Winter's Curse onto Limp here, but he'll just walk it off. He doesn't even care about that. Almost has enough for his... In fact, I think he does. Definitely has enough for his whole butterfly. Quap is forced to buy back. Limp just keeps hitting this tower. Even through backdoor, it doesn't matter. Will get Infest Bombed, though, jumped on. There is no Aegis, but the rock will drop onto Mason and Bulba. Limp jumping forward, attacking Quap, swaps out MSS. Mason is super low. Will go down to Chessie. It looks like they're going to be okay with that for now. The Golem working to try and find out one more person, but the epicenter, it's huge. Moo might go down for this. Bulba is still alive. Moo goes down to Demon. Chessie will take out Bulba, though. Z-Freak is super low. Will get brought down by Quap. Payback for him. In the meantime, the top lane of Rax is destroyed. MSS trying to do all the work that he can, but he just gets drained of mana so quick from this Phantom Lancer. Only one lane of Rax left for DC. MSS gets gone upon here, though. Chessie is doing lots of work with the BKB. He will Timber Chain away. Very low on mana, though. Glimmer Caped up. Needs to get out of there. Still has enough for one more Chakram into... Chessie looks like will be brought down by MSS. Gem hits the floor. Demon, though, looks like he will fall. Cold Embrace will keep him alive for the time being. MSS and Quap looking out to find Limp, but Quap goes down immediately. MSS realizes he can't do anything without his buddy there. Needs to get out. Will Timber Chain away. Does take the plus 1400 cast range. Demon barely alive. A very good engagement for DC, but because this Phantom Lancer has not yet expired, it seems to be quite equal, and now he has a whole butterfly picked up. There is no True Strike anywhere to be found on DC. We've been relying on Quap and Mason, and now MSS do lots of damage, but there is not any True Strike to deal with the evasion. Still very far from this Maelstrom, or excuse me, this Mjolnir. It seems like he's been working on it for days. And now we have MSS going to be Timber Chaining across the world now. He has that plus 1400 range picked up. Another 4 charges in from that last fight, so he's going to be feeling very, very full on mana. Look at that. Huge range on that. That's ridiculous. Does have Ags picked up now, too, so he will have the double Chakram out. Throws them both into the Roach Pit. Goodbye, illusions. But, I mean, it's a Phantom Lancer. He's just going to keep spamming them out. It's just more and more. Dyer's Courier does get taken down, and again, this Roach falls so fast. Winter's Curse out. Will Demon be able to snatch? There is absolutely no way. He gets brought down so fast, stunned up. He does snatch their Aegis, though. Phenomenal. Limp does take down Bulba with just his illusions. Yeah, Demon's very dead there, but manages to snatch the Aegis. Very, very well done by him. Ricky has his Nullifier and his Yasha complete. Sanj is next. And it looks like Chessie has taken over. No, it's just Kyle doing all the supporting here on this team. And here we go, this bottom tower is not long for this world. A million miles of range here with this Ags from Moo. Z-Freak just pops Queen of Pain like that. The rock hits onto 2. Mason gets brought down though. He'll fall. No, it manages to infest MSS. MSS is stunned up though. He will pop. So will Mason. GG is called with the team wipe. And Complexity Gaming take this series 2-0 against DC. Very well done. Lim playing absolutely out of his mind. Huge standout for him. Putting on an absolute clinic with this Phantom Lancer. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Sleepy, and have a good night.